My next question is on the deep-rooted banking system.
Huh?
It's on banking system. Islam forbids taking of interest. But in the Western countries like here, we are supposed to keep money in the bank, not in the homes. Everywhere you have to pay insurance or other bills, they say it should be through debit account. What's the position of Muslims with regards to the banking system?
No problem. As far as the extra money which you can save and keep in the banks is concerned, as long as you're not able to utilize it for productive purposes, it is going to lose its value anyway. Because the interest is not very permissible for you to consume personally. So practically, whatever money you save and keep in the banks, without utilizing it, as I said, by channeling it to some productive, trades or industry, etc., whatever you can, then of course you are losing your money, because the interest you gain will be paid to Islam, because you can't use it for yourself. And there's one other extra bit you may have to pay over and above the interest. That is the income tax worked out on your savings and the interest you get from the bank. They add it on to your money, your income. So personally I believe that in such cases you should pay that extra interest from the interest, because it is not your own personal thing. That may not apply to you and most people who do not have a large amount of saved money in the banks. So their interest they earn varies from small amounts to other small amounts, but it doesn't add up to much. But still, even if you get £1 per month as interest, the income tax department will add that money onto your real income, and they will charge you extra pennies as income tax on that money you get through interest, right? So my advice is that should be calculated and that should be paid from the interest itself, not from your own money. And then the remaining interest should be sent to the center of the Jamaat, wherever it is, and they should use it for the spread of Islam. Okay? Now this gives a message that no idle money should be kept by the Muslims as far as possible. They should somehow re-employ it. And when it comes to the question of re-employment, then the question of honesty and integrity is inseparably related to this issue. The small money holders cannot go for individual investments, can they? Yeah. It's impossible. You have a few £100 saved or a few £1,000 saved, yet they will not enable you to launch an independent trade plan or install industry out of their few thousand. It's impossible. So what would you do? You just wait for the money to lose its value continuously until you can't buy anything out of it which you could at the time when you started saving it. So it's a dead loss, in fact.
Indeed.
Suppose you have saved £1,000 at present, as of today. Let's concede the possibility of you having £1,000 saved in bank. You can't put it to any trade for profit to your advantage, can you? But if you don't use it, then after 5 years, for instance, if it remains 10,000, the interest you don't have, it remains 1,000. Okay? Now, what would you lose through inflation? The best way to judge it is try to fix the value of £1,000 today with reference to what you can buy out of it. If you go for buying a piece of land, how many square inches can you buy from this? Or if there is more money involved, then how many square yards or canals or acres you can buy out of that? After 10 years, try to buy the same and you will not be able to. You may be able to buy only 1/10 of what you could buy today. So the best advice in that case would be to convert it into commodities which gain their values at least at the rate of the inflation or more. So for that you need an economic advice. Maybe if you refer this issue to the Amir Sahib here, he could help you by appointing some specialists on economy to advise small money holders as to what they should buy and keep it. There, they will neither be getting any interest nor they will be losing anything through inflation. After 10 years, although they will not be having any interest because it's locked in some commodity, but that interest was of no avail to you anyway. But the appreciation it will have will offset both the loss of interest as well as the loss of the commodity in value through inflation. Understand?
Yes.
So for the small money holders, that seems to be the only alternative available. But if the society was honest and the standard of integrity in trade among Ahmadis had risen to a level where we could, without any risk of misadvising people, could tell every Ahmadi, look here, go and make your cartels, joints and companies, etc., then the best way would be to gather your money together, to pool it into a larger money tank and start business with that. In that way, it could be more profitable than just buying something small and waiting for it to inflate, right? Thank you.